Welcome back to the channel, guys. It is me, 8744, and today, guys, I'll be predicting the Gold Cup 2025, guys. So we're going to predict the entire tournament from start to finish, guys. Let's see how these predictions age, and if we get 20 likes in this video, guys, I will do a reaction video to these predictions and looking back what I predicted and June 5th of 2025. So remember, guys, the tournament's actually taking place on June 14th. The opening game is, of course, Mexico playing the opening game. I think it's against Dominican Republic, if I'm not mistaken. So like I said, it's going to be interesting to see how this tournament goes and everything because as an American right here, guys, we desperately need to win this. We have been dreadful ever since the World Cup, and we desperately need this trophy, and I think this trophy is massive. So as far as coverage on the channel is going to concern, I will try my best to do, your routine, like, YouTube shorts, your match reactions and stuff like that, and everything like that. So we'll see. I will try my best because this summer I am kind of quite busy. And obviously, as you guys know, the Club World Cup is also taking place simultaneously at the same time. So it's going to be a lot of international football, a lot of football this summer, guys. And it's going to be very interesting to see how I can manage the workload of that. So just bear with me here, guys. I'm going to try my best to cover as much as I can. But just remember, guys, um, I may or may not be able to do as full coverage as I'd like to, as I said, because I'm busy this summer and I will be traveling on vacation. So, anyways, without further ado, enough introductions. Let's just start with the video. So Group A, we got here, guys. We got here, it is Mexico, Costa Rica, Suriname, and Dominican Republic. And of course, we got the defending Gold Cup champions, Mexico. They should top this group with all due respect. And now for second place. Second place was really interesting, guys. It was basically between Costa Rica and Suriname for me, and maybe Dominican Republic. So I was thinking, which am I going to pick here, guys? But then I just got the news, and before recording this video, I actually checked this just to verify. Keylor Navas has decided to come out of retirement. I think it was May 25th, 2025, just a few weeks ago. And I feel like that alone is massive. Now, there's a chance that he may not play the Gold Cup, and that could be a detrimental for Costa Rica. But even if I'm just going to assume he does, right? Now, if he doesn't, this could backfire. But regardless, even if he doesn't play, I still feel like Costa Rica is the second best team in this group. I feel like Navas for me is such an important goalkeeper, and I just feel like with Navas they have a stronger chance. Without Navas, I think they should still get second, but I won't be as confident. Put it this way. So for me, Suriname, I just feel like are a bit too inconsistent, and that's kind of the same with Dominican. But Costa Rica, I've always been generally been consistent. So, and that's why I give Costa Rica a slight edge for second place. But like I said, don't sleep on Suriname and don't sleep on Dominican Republic because these two nations can definitely battle it out for that second place spot. Group B, we got here Canada, Honduras, El Salvador, Curacao. Let's just get the obvious out of the way. Canada will top this group. That's obvious. I mean, I don't need to explain this one. Jesse Marsh, Alphonso Davis, Jonathan David, Tatum Buchanan, all the players. We know how stacked this Canada team is. Second is where things get a bit tricky, guys. Because let's be real, guys. None of these nations are really consistent. In fact, none of these three nations were even at the Copa America last year. So this is what makes it really difficult. I ended up going with this team at second place. I ended up going with Honduras. And the reason why I'm going with Honduras is because they gave a very good fight to Mexico and were on the verge of making the CONCACAF Nations League semifinals. Remember when they won the first 2-0? And they gave a very valiant effort. I think it was against Costa Rica and that Copa America playoffs. So I feel like for me, they put the best showing there. And just from those games, I just feel like they're the best nation from here. I feel like El Salvador will come in close. Curacao, for me, I don't really know what to expect Curacao because I feel like Curacao were at their highs in 2019, but I feel like ever since 2019, this nation's kind of gone downhill, you know? So for that reason, I'm going to go with Honduras to get second place, but I'll be honest with you guys, this is a coin toss. It's really difficult to call, and I'm giving a slight edge to Honduras for this one. Group C, guys, we got Panama, Jamaica, Guatemala, Guadalupe. Coming top of the group, guys, is Panama. Panama, in my opinion, are the best nation in CONCACAF outside the big three. And what's commendable with Panama is they reached CONCACAF Nations League finals, they reached Gold Cup finals, and they reached the Copa America quarterfinals. And they've taken down some big teams. They've they've notoriously owned the United States in the last couple of years. So for them, I think this is incredible to see what they're doing. Carrasquillo is a great player. Thomas Christensen, a fantastic coach there. And I just feel like this Panama team is so well defensively solid, and they're such a difficult team, and such a gritty team to difficult. And I just feel like Panama, for me, are just the best team in this group. Second place, without a doubt, it should be Jamaica. Jamaica should be qualifying second place. I know Guatemala can be a bit tricky. We've seen how Guatemala can do, but let's be real, Jamaica have way too much talent to get grouped. I mean, come on, you have Leon Bailey, you got Michael Antonio, you got Andre Blake, you got so many quality players in this team. There is no reason why you should get grouped in Jamaica. So Jamaica should get second place, even though we know this national team tends to disappoint, and we know this national team is possibly one of the more overrated ones in CONCACAF, if being honest with you guys. But I do feel like Jamaica should get the job done, and I do think they should get second place. Group D, of course, United States, the host country where I'm from, of course. We got United States, Haiti, Trinidad, Tobago, and Saudi Arabia. Of course, United States should top the group with all due respect. Even though we're not sending the best roster, obviously some notable players are not playing. Obviously, Christian Pulisic is not playing, Gio Reyna's not playing, etc. But even with the USA A minus or B plus, we should still top the group regardless. Now, second place is where things get interesting, guys. We got a battle between Haiti and Saudi Arabia, in my opinion. I'm not even sure Trinidad's going to compete, to be completely honest with you guys. And I made this decision on the virtue of the fact that a lot of Saudi players will probably play the Club World Cup, with Al Hilal in particular. And for that reason, that's why I'm going with Haiti to come through in second place, just for the Club World Cup participation. Now, had those players been playing here, I probably would have picked them second place. But I just feel like the Club World Cup is going to take a lot of the Saudi best players, and I feel like that's going to hinder the Saudi national team in the Gold Cup. And for that reason, I'm going to go with Haiti to come through in second place. So now we're now to the quarterfinals, guys. So our first quarterfinal we got here is USA versus Costa Rica, guys. And let's just cut to the chase here. United States should win this. I mean, come on. We should beat Costa Rica. That should be obvious, right? And yeah. And if we don't, I need that guy to get sacked. And I'm not going to mention that guy's name, but you guys know who I'm referring to. And then we got Canada versus Jamaica. Now, this is a match that could go interesting. This is a match where I think could genuinely be 50-50, and I think it's a match where anything could happen, but I got Canada to prevail. I think Canada, for me, is the better team. We saw what they did in the Copa America semifinals. They got to the Copa America semifinals as debutants, and I feel like Canada is just a very defensively very solid nation, whereas Jamaica, as we know, defensively aren't really the best, despite the amount of attacking options they have. And I just feel like Canada will be able to nullify and see it through. So I have Canada to advance, meaning that we have a USA versus Canada semifinal. Then the next quarterfinal, we got Mexico versus Haiti. This should be obvious. Raul Jimenez and Cole should be able to beat Haiti, and that should be obvious. Mexico should beat Haiti. The Panama versus Honduras. This should be straightforward. It should be Panama. Now we get to the semifinals, guys. And the semifinals are where things can get a little interesting, guys. USA versus Canada. This is the match I'm dreading. I'm not looking for this match. And there's a strong possibility this match will take place. And let's be real, guys. USA. This is bad. I'm not sure what to expect with here for the United States because I'll be honest with you guys. Ever since the World Cup, guys, the United States have been kind of fraud watch. If I'm being honest with you guys, we have not been good since the World Cup, guys. Um, and especially after like Copa America, I just feel like with Poch as the coach and everything, so much instability, so much drama in this dressing room and all that stuff. It's making me worried for a Canada team that, let's face it, have been on the rise. Like Canada have been incredible. Like I would say, post World Cup, guys, Canada have been the best nation in CONCACAF, probably. Even though they don't have any trophies to show for it, I just feel like they've done the most progress. Like they got to the Copa America semifinals, they've done well to get to there, and I just feel like the only thing Canada's missing out is that silverware. They need silverware to show it for it. And I'm gonna. This is gonna pay me to say this, guys. I really don't want to say this, but I got Canada to progress. I just feel like for me, there's way too many concerns with the United States, way too many issues with the United States. There's way too much instability, way too much chaos in the team, and for that reason, I got Canada to progress. And I just think that Canada's gonna hand the United States another L, and this will be tough to take, especially this being on home soil and a Gold Cup tournament where we really need to win this. Yeah, I think the journey ends here, guys. But I really hope I'm wrong with this prediction, guys. I'm not even being biased here whatsoever, and I do feel like Canada's going to progress. Then Mexico versus Panama. Let's just cut to the chase, guys. Mexico are your finalists here. They're going to beat Panama. I don't think Panama's going to beat Mexico. Mexico have owned Panama the last couple of games, and so I feel like that streak's going to come to an end. Then Canada versus Mexico. Unfortunately, I have a predictable winner. I got Mexico to win this. I don't trust Canada, even though they'll be in the final, and I think it'll be an incredible achievement for them. I just feel like Canada's inexperience will let them down, and I do think Mexico will ultimately win the trophy and do back-to-back Gold Cups, which I am really hoping they don't, but I strongly believe they will. So Let me know, guys. Think in the comments below. What do you guys think of my predictions? Remember, guys, to like and subscribe as well. Let me know your predictions in the comments below. And we're going to see how this ages, guys. And let's see how many I can get correct. And remember, guys, to also become a member of the channel if you're new out here, guys, to get access to members' videos and members' streams.